As I mentioned earlier, this Department of Labor grant that we're a part of is based on, re-educating folks and so they can re-enter the workforce with a level of understanding of the logistics and supply chain and primarily transportation functions. That's one way. We also have a professional certification, which is based on 8 learning blocks as how CSCMP defines a supply chain. And each one is connected to each other, is also connected to the company business and mission statement as well as the customer. And it's about the education and mastery of your field that you get on your way to sitting for the certification. So we work with companies to try to elevate the effectiveness and efficiency of their organizations, and the individuals who take it are also accelerating their ability to obtain an enhanced career path. And it's just all about constant education. This field is so dynamic. Our graduate students coming out of universities are better prepared, but there's no replacement for experience. And so this is all experiential, and it's lifetime learning. And as the industry continues to be more and more dynamic, more global, we have to continue to re-educate our workforce so that they can understand how to be more marketable. And that comes right down into things we've been talking about, truck drivers and those that load trucks, and right on down to the first-line workers. It's just everybody who continuously needs to be a student of this environment. So in terms of who pays for it, we work with companies that are when they see the value out of the efficiency and the return they get on employees once they certify them, they're more than happy to do it. There's obviously governmental subsidies and grants and things like that that can go into that mix as well, and individuals who just want to better themselves. So we're always working with those that are interested in elevating this noble profession and figuring out a way to continue to educate the workforce.
I mean, there certainly is an increase, I think, in a lot of industries in credentials and certifications and letters after your name, and a lot of that's great. I think the most important area for it now and in the future is certainly in the safety area. There's a reason drivers need a CDL license. There's a reason engineers are licensed. There's a reason there's OSHA training. And I think, no matter what the sector is, that's where we just don't need people to solve the workforce issue. I mean, we need trained people, skilled people, those who communicate, those who are drug-free, those who are responsible. So I think, as far as credentials, certainly the safety area, to take nothing away from whether you're a lead AP or we have a credential for building information modeling. There's lots of good ones out there, but certainly safety area, I think, in all industries is the most essential. Again, who pays for it? I mean, that's always a challenge. Company pays for it, their employee gets a credential, and then they're poached by their competitor the next week. I mean, I guess that's a risk that anyone has in investing in their people. I'm not sure there's a silver bullet answer for that, but particularly a safety area, that's an area that I think everyone's in agreement, whether you're the owner of the project or the general contractor, or whether you run a trucking company. So yeah, not an easy answer on who pays for it. Hopefully somebody does, because it's too essential.
I won't take a lot of time here, but to add to what sort of Rick was saying, the credentialing and the certification I think are important, but to me they translate into this issue. I think he used this word or moved toward it, which is lifelong learning. In this field, in this era of rapid technological change and the impacts that it has on our individual careers, it's going to be important for that lifelong learning to be occurring, and that's where, again, this Workforce Development Network comes, I think, into play. It's not just getting them to the game, it's also during the game, while we're in the game, there needs to be that continuing kind of interaction, I believe. And it needs to go both ways. It's not just the student, but it's those teachers. Things are changing so quickly that the professors, the faculty, I think it would serve them well to create these linkages with private industry and take full advantage of those. It's going to add so much value to what you can give to your students by doing that.